Welcome back to another video of the Mindful Injury Recovery and Empowered Healing. I'm Novak, an injury recovery expert and mindset coach, and today I have a very juicy topic for you. Today we're going to be talking about priorities, your priorities, and whether they are supporting or hindering your healing efforts. Now, before I go into the topic, let me just say this. If what I'm going to share with you today triggers you, and it feels a bit like, oh, this doesn't feel good, then you need to pay special attention to this, because it means that we are pushing some buttons and something is coming up for you, and that needs your attention. Because when you resolve this, it's going to show in your body. You're going to be going through this healing journey with much more ease, and your body is going to heal also potentially better and faster. So it is important that we resolve what is happening on the inside with you. Now, when we talk about priorities, I hear here and there, sometimes pretty often, from women and also men, I don't have time, or I can't do this, or I don't know how to do this, or I don't have energy, or I'm not sure if I want to commit to this process, or whatever it is. Now, we all have excuses, and these are excuses, and we all pull those excuses sometimes out of our bags because it's the easiest thing. But here's the thing, and I want to challenge you here. Instead of you saying I can't, or I don't, or whatever it is, in a negative, say I won't, because it's not my priority. I won't change my schedule because it's not my priority. I won't find the time because it's not my priority. I won't commit to this process because it's just not my priority right now. And this probably feels a bit like icky. It's like, this doesn't sound very good. Well, here's the thing. Until we are completely honest with ourselves, we cannot change things. We cannot move forward. So here's the first step. You first have to be honest with yourself. And let's just play a game in regards to priorities. So let's say that right now your phone is ringing, and the person on the other side, and you pick it up, and the person on the other side is saying, "Hi, I'm calling from the Oprah's office, and she wants to meet you next week. Can we make this happen?" Or, "Hi, you were just selected to have a lunch with Dalai Lama next month. Can we make this happen?" Or whatever it is, I don't know, the president of your country, wherever you live, wants to meet you. Can we make this happen? Or like I said, whatever it is that makes your heart sing, and it's like, oh, exciting, yes, I want to do this. Now, would you say to that person, I don't have time, I don't have energy, I'm not sure if I want to commit to this? Or would you say, sure, absolutely, I want to do this, yes, let's make this happen? Now, here's the thing. If you would say this, yes, sure, let's make this happen, what just happened there? Because your schedule is the same, you still have the same amount of energy, everything is the same, but your priorities changed in instant, and you decided, of course, I want to do that. These are priorities. Because, let me tell you this. You can have all the goals. I want to achieve this with my healing. I want to achieve this. I want to achieve this. I want to achieve this. You can have all of those goals in your mind, on your paper, but if your actions are not supporting this, then you are not going to achieve those goals, or it's going to take you so much longer to get where you want to go. And, if you don't deal with, and when we're talking about priorities, it's the inner work. If you do not work on the mental and emotional side of the recovery, you're going to suffer much more, and your journey is going to be longer. And probably you don't want that for yourself, right? You don't want to, be whatever is happening with you like that for the next few years, perhaps. You want to be back to normal, as soon as possible. Probably. We're going to uncover this. And, when it comes to goals and achieving those, I mean, we all have obstacles. We all have them. And there are two types of obstacles: external and internal. And internal obstacles, if we don't resolve them, then we are actually sabotaging ourselves. We can have in our minds, we can be like, yes, I want to achieve that. But actually, we are sabotaging ourselves. And we are not achieving those goals because we are not resolving what is happening on the inside in our inner world with us. And that's why it's so extremely important that when it comes to recovery, to healing from injuries, that we work on every single aspect of healing. Because if you are focusing only or mostly on the physical part of the recovery, you will struggle more. And there are two things that are gonna happen. Whether you're not gonna achieve your goals or you're gonna be super disappointed, and it's gonna take you a long time. So it is important that we deal with that we work on every single aspect of the recovery. Now, talking about priorities. What are your priorities? Ask yourself, what are my priorities right now? What is my top priority right now? And I encourage you to write down 10 priorities, your top 10 priorities right now, on one side of the paper, and on the other side of the paper, write down your actions. So how are you showing up for those priorities every single day? And maybe that's the perfect time for you to press pause, write this down, and then come back. Now, the question here is your healing your priority right now? Is it on the top? Is it number one? Is it number two? Is it number three? If it's not number one, then ask yourself, why is it not number one? Why is something else more important to me in this moment than my healing? And if your healing is there and you just realize that your actions are not supporting this, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why everything that I do is not supporting my priority, which is healing? And here's the thing, here are a few questions, that you can ask yourself. So one is, where am I losing time? Where am I losing precious energy? Why won't I make it a priority right now? And a very, very powerful question that you can ask yourself and perhaps journal about is, what am I getting out of it if I'm not making it a priority right now? Is it because it makes you feel good that someone else is taking care of you? Perhaps you don't have the same amount of responsibilities than before when you weren't injured. So what are you getting out of this if you are not making it a priority? And I know that these are tough questions and they're triggering and they're pushing some of the buttons. But like I said at the beginning, first step is being honest with yourself. Because until you don't know what is happening in your mind, in your inner world, you cannot change things. Now, like I said, people usually, when we are talking about what you do, what are the things that you have to be doing for incredible healing, most people think about that physical recovery is the top. So the most time that they need to spend on the physical aspect of the recovery. So that means doing physical exercises. Now, if you're going to be doing this, like I said, just this or focusing mostly on this, you're going to be disappointed and you're going to achieve your goals in a much slower pace than otherwise would. When you change what is happening on the inside, when you resolve those things, you stop sabotaging yourself, you start to take different kind of action, which means that you start healing differently as well. Now ask yourself, what are the things that you can actually start doing that are going beyond the physical aspect? Forget about the exercises. What else can you do? And this is something that I do with my clients all the time. We write these things down, and it's also, you know, this list is a living, it's like a living creature, because it changes all the time. What we put, you know, what needs the attention at the beginning will change within a couple of days, weeks, or months, because we resolve this. So if you're doing this on your own, you have to pay a special attention to this, and you have to update this list over and over and over again. When you resolve something, something else might come up. So it needs attention, your attention, that thing now. It's easier, of course, if you have someone who is guiding you through this, or who is there to, not just to support you, but there is a accountability part in this, you know, because then it's less likely to pull excuses out. It's easier, you know, when we are alone, it's easier, well, you know, I'm gonna do this tomorrow or next week. But when we have someone who is there, you know, and hold us accountable, it's more likely that we're gonna resolve things and we're gonna move forward faster. So this is about the priorities, you know. What are your priorities? How are you showing up for your healing today? What kind of excuses do you have, and how are you planning to resolve these excuses so that you can finally start, you know, that you finally move towards the direction that you want to go? I hope this helps. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And like always, you know, if this is something that you would love to explore more with me, with my help, go to my website, search my website, and then press book a call with me, and schedule a call, and we're gonna talk things through and see how I can help you achieve your amazing healing goals much faster and with much more ease. Because, you know, my thing is that not that you're gonna survive through this challenge, but that you're gonna thrive, and that you're gonna go through this with ease and confidence, because it is possible to go through challenging times with ease and confidence and to thrive to this. So that was for today. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye bye.